see Mr. Tarry's done all of his work. He was here before now.
You see, even Raymond, bright and sprightly, as if nothing was going to happen today.
Hello, Marcus. Lovely porridge this morning.
It started off a day like any other day. Ray doing his work. Little did we know what lay ahead. The first sign of anything bad happening was Alicia stubbing her toe. It must have been an omen. There were other omens we really didn't take any notice of. Adrian had had a bad crash the day before and his neck was obviously in very bad shape. You could tell by the number of sultanas he had on his breakfast.
With yoghurt.
How is your neck today?
It's still on. It's still there.
You have no idea what's going to happen later today, do you? It just seems like a normal day.
But Marcus is going to take his whistle, and we can find our way out of our crevasse, because Marcus can communicate with the world.
Susie's got her own whistle today. Adrian said fond farewell to his wife.
Bye-bye, darling.
Blissfully unaware that it might be the last time that he ever saw her.
Nor was there anything in the demeanour of the skiers as they got ready that this was going to be anything but... What we didn't know was that the Mercedes was being used by Ashley, so Carol's just got the...
It's a good little car.
Lovely car.
Oh,
Kangoo. Everyone looked pretty normal at the beginning of the day.
Mulbach.
Is this just an ordinary day skiing?
No, this is an extended day skiing. Yeah, this is an endurance test for everybody.
And what's the route we'll take?
Downhill, I
A
thought.
version of Snakes and Ladders, yeah. Lift up the hills, slide down to hills. The Aberg, then we're going to Hintermoos, Hinterall, Deanton.
Deaton, I know.
From there to Mulbach is off the hip.
Off the hip.
Yes.
You might have to look in the pocket there.
I will have to go to my pocket for consultation.
And are we taking the yellow arrows away out?
Yellows, the Königstor yellow out, and the orange back.
And when you got Everest, you got, if you're not starting down from the summit by 2 p.m, you're dead. What's our return time latest?
Well, we only need to get back to Hinterall and we can catch a bus in there, can't we? So.
No, not in the film. No, there's no buses in the movie.
We need to summit by when?
Actually, we can get a taxi.
No, don't take a taxi.
If we don't make Deanton by 3 o'clock, we've got a long walk home or a cold night on the mountain.
Oh, but Marcus has
We'll have to dig a snow hole.
I've got a taxi number in my pocket.
I've got a Mars
Have
bar.
you got the number? I forget to put it in.
Taxi number in my pocket and a
I
Mars
have some
bar.
water.
And gummy bears.
I've got
We will fire the flare at 4 o'clock to let them know we are staying for the night.
We know
So flares, whistles, water, Mars bar, we're set.
Establish this now, I'm alright.
3 cheers for preparedness. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip, hooray!
Famous last words.
Hey, if you're going to take me over, you would have had to get me penknife out.
Even at 10 o'clock, they're still jolly. What's your emergency equipment in case you fall down a crevasse, Rodney?
Yoga.
No, seriously, you got anything with you? If anything awful happens?
Strength of character.
Strength of character, what do you got? Snickers.
I'm thinking of borrowing the rain.
Yeah. Whoops. What emergency equipment are you carrying, Raymond?
My intellect.
You can see that we're very well prepared. Clearly nobody at this stage of the day was expecting anything worse. Are you carrying any emergency equipment?
Elasticated Snickers.
Clearly not serious. Wind is ferocious. There's lots of readjustment of garments. 20 past 10. Everything's fine at this stage. But in the 6th day without shaving, Rodney's not looking as good as he was when he started. The facial hair is definitely a telltale of things to come. Yep. Top of the Zachhofalmbahn is this cross where previous people who came this way had been buried. The wind is about 80 miles an hour and a wind chill factor of -50. But they continued as if nothing had happened. Well, even by 11 o'clock in the morning, I was racked with guilt. You know, I thought that everybody would be blaming me for the fact that absolutely nothing had happened. Yeah, me too. It turns out that Phil was fully prepared for an emergency. We got all the way to Mallock and we were starting off back again when suddenly we realised that we'd been to Mallock and we're starting back again. Then we realised that we'd been there. Something to do with a groundhog. Take 2. We'd been all the way to Mallock and suddenly we realised we were all the way to Mallock. It feels like a groundhog.
I was devastated. I did not know what to do. It was gone 2:30 and I still had not been fed.
Comrade, you gave me, say, today lucky number 27. Do not forget this, 27.
I was very worried that they were going to hold it against me forever. I tried quite hard, but I just couldn't control my speed at that point, and I didn't realise there was someone on my outside. I don't know, I just don't know. I don't really know what to say about it.
There was one stage at which Phil started whistling uncontrollably Colonel Bogey without realising he was totally surrounded by Germans. Whistle it then. It was a great escape. It wasn't Colonel Bogey either. What is that whistling?
No, it was first off, but I changed it.
He changed it, all right.
Great escape.
Great escape.
Bartlett? Good Bartlett. Thank you.
Your kid, Mr. Kid. No, please be Action!
Come back, Sally Bowles.
Fortunately, on returning to base camp, we found that there were no provisions left at all. We had to go hungry for another 5 days.
That looks quite good, that.
Oh my God, a meteorite has landed on your plate.
At 2:30 we thought it was a disaster. The food had not arrived. But at 3 we have now been fed.
but the thought of being back on our legs to ski again is totally abhorrent. What do we do?
Okay, at this stage of the game, this stage of the day, I feel very guilty about all the people that I've left behind, my wife,
Action.
my daughters.
Saw this group of 8 people. They looked as though they were bound for disaster on a very icy slope.
And tell me what your name is?
My name is Chris Harding from England.
And were you skiing safely on the day?
No, nobody skis safely.
Thank you for contributing to Into the Void on the edge of death's door in Towering Inferno 3.
Yeah, well, there's many a slip, twixt cup and lip, and let's just keep our powder dry till we cross the finish line.
After 7 hours of skiing, I was numb. I really didn't know what to think. We'd been going all day and I felt so guilty. I felt, with all the impending tension, it was as if I was a bit part actor in a Hollywood disaster movie, and yet nothing happened.
There are old skiers. There are bold skiers. There are tiny few numbers of old, bold skiers.
Well, we've made it. It's been an incredible day. What a journey for the whole team, and a fantastic effort by everyone involved.
And the
And what you're
sponsors.
seeing here is only the tip of the iceberg. It's the preparation that's gone in beforehand. It's Melissa checking out the restaurants, who was going to have the best fish today. It was Ian up at 4 o'clock this morning making sure that the weather conditions were appropriate to the wax that we were preparing, and Phil Barker checking out the route. But above all, I think it was the strategy that we adopted. We were on the slopes at 9:30 this morning, well before the opposition. We hit the slopes hard for over 2 hours before our first refuelling stop, and that beat the opposition into the ground. And I just want to say thank you to the whole team for a fantastic effort.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Mallock.
I don't know what everyone's banging on about. That's a piece of cake.
I'd like to say I did make my effort for the Revolution Brothers. I don't know what you bastards are talking about, I'm sure. Get away with you now.